Welcome back to the North Greenwich Arena for the second session of the men's wheelchair quarter-finals. Already we have seen USA and Great Britain make their way through to the last four. Tonight we have Canada against Spain, followed by Australia versus Poland. And Spain come into this game led by Oscar Trigo, their coach, as the heavy underdogs against the highest scorers in the competition so far. Jerry Tonello, the Canadian coach, the silver medalist from Beijing 4 years ago, and they'll be relying heavily on that man, Patrick Anderson, the top scorer in the competition so far. Only Germany came within 10 points of Canada during the group stage. But the Spanish have pledged to play with no fear, and they'll be relying heavily on that man, the veteran De Paz. The recent form line favours Canada. They played 2 games here in the UK earlier this year, and Canada won both, including a real blowout, 77-49. And great respect for Patrick Anderson. Many of the Spanish players seek him out and say he's their all-time hero. Tonight they will try and knock him out of the Paralympic Games. Anderson still has the bruising on his left shoulder, caused by a heavy fall during their most recent game. Canada take only 12 seconds to open the scoring. And it's Abdi Dini, their player born in Somalia. Here's the response from Rodriguez, heading into traffic, mainly Abdi Dini. And Rodriguez is charged with the offensive foul. And it's 4-0 already. And it's that man who was on the board. Garcia unable to give Spain a foothold, and they fall further behind. Bo Hedges. And it's now 8-0, and Spain very quickly call a timeout to try and sort themselves out. Hedges again, assisted by Joey Johnson. Moving inside the paint, the pick and roll. Two big games coming up tonight. To follow this, the reigning gold medalist Australia against Poland. You can watch both of them here on Paralympics.org. You can also like the Paralympic Movement on Facebook at facebook.com/Paralympic Games, or follow us on Twitter at Paralympic. Zarzuela He's one of the Spanish players who says that Patrick Anderson is one of his main inspirations for playing this sport. Garcia. And one of the two Garcias in the team, Ismael Garcia, opens the scoring for Spain. Anderson, such a smooth mover around the court. He gave the Spanish cover the eyes, plays the ball inside, but this time Hedges can't convert. And Muino almost heading into the seats there. And he gets the foul from Joey Johnson. And in this sort of game, free throws could be very important. And one is converted there. Anderson. All the way himself, and such a delicate finish in the end. And Canada looking immensely strong, not just in this game, but in the competition as a whole so far. Garcia unable to convert. Hedges into traffic. And the rebound, and there will be the defensive foul. It was Johnson trying to convert. And Ismael Garcia just with the arm. So Johnson will go to the free throw line. And the only really tough game that Canada had in the group phase was against Germany, when they won 73-66 in the end, helped out by a blue chip performance from that man, Patrick Anderson, 6 points already. And Germany already out of the competition, beaten 57-46 by the USA earlier on today. And a real thriller saw Great Britain beat Turkey 75-70. Ominous here for Spain already. Zarzuela. Anderson with the defensive rebound this time. And he quickly turns defense into attack. Hedges regathers. Anderson again. Draws so mmany players to him, providing space for his teammates. Deeney. Anderson underneath. 12-point lead. Anderson. Canada going to sort things out very quickly here. Garcia. And he will at least draw the foul here. And be sent to the line. Just being pushed off it there by Deeney. Already looking like the sort of game where fouls may not become an issue for the Canadians. But Spain do take both points there. Hedges, lovely flight on that. Zarzuela underneath. Maybe he could sense Anderson was behind him. And there's a Spaniard tumbling just outside the paint as Johnson scores. Anderson already 6 rebounds, 8 points, 2 assists. And we're barely halfway through the first quarter. Chad Jasmine coming into the game. Oh, and Garcia there, not helped by the pace of the pass and the lack of room to maneuver. Hedges. Johnson. Lovely stuff from Canada. Jasmine in the end combines his wheelchair basketball with a career as a pilot. And Spain here simply have no answer. They said they would show no fear. At the moment, they're not being able to show much on the scoreboard either, but Ismael Garcia Australia, Canada, Great Britain was the podium in Beijing 4 years ago. Australia and Great Britain already through to the semi-finals. Canada well on the way here already. Jasmine inside. We know with the pickup on the defensive rebound. Zarzuela, Muino. Anderson unable to grab hold on this occasion. Garcia, shot clock's winding down here. And Jerry Tonello must be very satisfied with what he's seeing here. Already his team 10 for 16, field goal percentage 63. In contrast, Spain 2 for 8, only 25%. Anderson. This time, Asia Garcia comes up with it. He says his nickname in the team is Thin because his teammates think he's too fat, which is slightly harsh. Muino comes up with the basket, appreciated by the crowd, who are keen to see some sort of contest here. Coming up following this game, we have Australia against Poland, which also has the potential to be rather one-sided. Dini, but the whistle has already gone. And Spain will get the ball back. Chad Jasmine, his first offensive foul on Rodriguez. The two Garcias combining. And it's Ismael who scores his 7th point, and Spain do hit double figures. Hedges, Anderson. Just caught there by Garcia. Hedges. And the shot clock expires. Zarzuela, the fast break. And Spain have now scored the last 8 points in the game. And Canada's lead is down to 9. Anderson, twisting and turning, and not finding the finish. Asia Garcia with the defensive rebound. Zarzuela. That's an awful lot of Asia Garcia there. Anderson was back there defending. His mind is always whirring. That's great play. But Jasmine can't capitalise, but helping him out is David Eng, one of the 4.5 players in the team. The classification is based on a player's physical impairment. The higher the number, between 1 and 4.5, the lower the level. As Eng goes right over the top there, Muino supplying the pass, and Eng almost decapitating Asia Garcia. But he stood firm and will now go to the line. And the team can't have any more than 14 points on the court at any time, which for Canada is basically how do they fill the other 9.5 points to go alongside Patrick Anderson. Zarzuela, offensive rebound, but they don't come away with the basket. Dini looking to draw the chance to tack on another point, but at the end of the quarter, it's a convincing lead for Canada. We've yet to see a team hit 100 points in the tournament so far, and who knows, we may well do tonight. Canada are on course for that, leading 25-12 at the end of the first quarter.
What happens is we're all attacking like a pack of wolves. We're getting in too deep. Everyone's got a job, and part of that job is also being back on balance. That's the only thing that we need to do.
Jerry Tonello suggesting his team maybe getting a bit carried away as they charge forward like a pack of wolves, his words. And Oscar Trigo will maybe be looking to instill some belief in his team. (25-12) the score then. Spain have only managed 12 attempts on the basket, and they scored 5 of them from open play, 42%. Canada 12 for 22, that's 55%. And at any stage of the game, that's more than good enough. Anderson staying on the court, and he's got his lieutenant, Bo Hedges, alongside him. Confirmation of the field goals. And Spain will need their free throws to be higher than 33% on a night like tonight. De Paz back in the game for Spain. Rodriguez. Plenty happening under the paint there. Jasmine with the foul, and Rodriguez will go to the line. And for the first time in quite some time, Spain are back within single figures of Canada. And they need to try and get some sort of revival from somewhere here. Anderson. And the ball knocked out of his hand there by Garcia. Fair enough. Muino. And the ball turned over by De Paz. Anderson through the traffic. And he will pick up the foul and go to the line. Oh, not this time. It's very rare he comes away 0 for 2 from the line. But he does on this occasion. And the ball just smuggled away there. Illegally by Richard Peter. De Paz, it's bobbled. This time Canada do come away with the ball. Anderson claims the steal, but he doesn't get the basket. And it's been untidy from Canada so far. Muino drawing the foul. Peter, the guilty party. Fairly clear cut. Muino. Zarzuela. Peter pushing from behind. And the ball's eventually stolen. Anderson brings the ball clear again. And it's De Paz who clips him. And De Paz's Paralympic experience goes all the way back to Barcelona in 1992, when Spain were the host nation. And the host nation, Great Britain, will meet the winners of this game. Peter. Eng. Underneath was Deeney, and he was winding up for it. And he draws the foul. Rodriguez just knocking the ball away illegally. And Canada's free throws at the moment are not going in for them. 1 for 5. 1 for 6. But Anderson with the offensive rebound. Canada still scoreless in this quarter. We know. And the whistle goes again. And it's very, very scrappy at the start of the second quarter. Garcia brings Canada to within 10 points of Spain again. And it's 9. And these free throws are just keeping Spain in touch at the moment. And this is not the blowout we saw in the opening quarter. Eng. Bobbles and stays out. Zarzuela picks up ahead of Anderson. And Spain moving forward again now with a lot more belief. They've scored the only points in this quarter, which now number 6. And the rot is stopped for Canada by Chad Jasmine. Anderson with the assist again. 4 for him so far in the game. But Spain are heading to the line at the moment every time they move towards the Canadian paint. And Chad Jasmine, his 3rd foul already. And a timeout called by Jerry Tonello. And I'm sure he'll be slightly concerned at the way his team are approaching this second quarter.
The other thing is we got to move the ball around. We're getting satisfied with just 1 or 2 ball penetrations. We got to move it around a lot more than that. And start playing with some intensity. It looks like you guys are milling this in already. We can't have that.
And doing his best there to get rid of any complacency. But the difference is they're up against the Spanish side now, who suddenly think they're in the game, and they are in the game. Trailing by 9 points. But they've had the edge in this quarter so far. And Jerry Tonello was right. Canada have been rather lackluster at times. And they've conceded. Free throws are plenty. The first one missed by Zarzuela. And that's a blow for Spain, with a chance to put the pressure on even more. And Anderson can make them pay here. Eng underneath. Rodriguez with the steal. But Canada will get the ball back. Anderson missing from range. Eng underneath. And that should just re-establish Canada in this quarter. 4 points in a row, having conceded the opening 6. De Paz, who's retiring after these Paralympics, finding Zarzuela. Peter unable to score from the top of the key. And now it's De Paz again. 41-year-old, the veteran of the Spanish side. But he averages 13 points per game coming into this, so he's not there on sentiment. As he goes tumbling inside the paint. Just losing his balance there as he got the shot away. Anderson now has 11 rebounds in the game for Canada, but he's still not added to his 8 points scored in the early stages of the first quarter. Hedges. Johnson underneath. And Canada appear to have rediscovered their poise here. We know, driving through the traffic and picking up the foul. And not for the first time, Abdi Dini, his third foul. Spain's proficiency at the free throw line is not what it was. Indicated there, now 6 for 14, but they've had the opportunities. They trail by 11 points, but they've missed 8 times from the line. And their shooting percentage down at 41% from open play. 7 for 17, Canada 15 for 30. We know. Nicely onto Zarzuela. And Zarzuela penalised there. In fact, it was Rodriguez who had his head on his hands. Johnson. In the game now is Doripo. And he draws the foul. Third foul for De Paz. So he'll have to be careful, the captain of Spain. No player on either side in double figures yet. Over halfway through the second quarter. And De Paz makes his way to the sidelines. As Doripo scores. And again. "13-point lead now. Back to where we started. 3-point attempt. Garcia bouncing off the hoop. Moritz. Back out to Garcia. Spain were dumped with this game after losing to the USA narrowly, 63-55 in their final group game. Well, of course, the USA played Germany today, so it would have been difficult, whoever they faced. And every single one of their games was fairly tight, the victories they had. They only beat Turkey 67-64. Repo. That's a good pass. Richard Peter. Garcia, who was eyeing up the three-point opportunity. As he headed into traffic again, it's Bo Hedges there, just blocking him off and trying to make it look as though that he was the player who was wronged, but Hedges with his first foul. And Garcia misses again. Spain are leaving plenty of points at the free throw line here. But not this time. "12 points for Garcia, top scorer in the game. Diripo. Zozuela back defending well. And now Peter lurking on the edge of the arc on the far side. Anderson out of the game at the moment. Diripo. Inside for Peter. And the shot clock expired. That was the buzz you heard. The 25-second possession. Spain looking to get moving here. Pull themselves to within 10 points. And it's nicked away by Joey Johnson. Cleanly got the ball there. But Spain have it back again. Three-pointer. Bounces away off the hoop. Garcia. Frustrating times for Oscar Trigo. Seven for 16 so far from the free throw line for Spain. And Canada have been more proficient in open play as well. They remain at 50%. Bo Hodges there. $14-point lead for Canada. And Spain will be keen. This doesn't get any worse before half-time. Anderson remains on the sidelines. He's played just under 14 minutes so far. So Canada just hoping to nurse their way through to half-time. Coming into the game for Canada is Brandon Wagner. He replaces Abdi Dini. Moritz. Asia Garcia. And Doripo wins the ball eventually. And now Richard Peter. Oh, goodness me. Bodies flying all over the place. Hedges the first man to go down for Canada. But it's going to be charged against Jesus Romero. He was the one trying to block off Peter. And even though it was in mid-court, the seriousness of the foul means that Hedges will now go to the line. .16-point lead. Great Britain may already be making plans to face Canada, and how they'll stop Patrick Anderson and the rest. Moritz. Johnson. Doripo, three-pointer. Gathers the rebound himself. Hedges. Peter. And Peter drawing the foul. First one for Moritz. And Canada have not been as easy on the eye as they were in the opening quarter, but they're still going to extend their lead, it seems. $18 points now. And this may be the sort of game where we'll see very little of Patrick Anderson in the second half. Zarzuela. Strong work there from the player based in Madrid. But Rambi has now been charged with the foul on Joey Johnson. And one of the legends of Canadian wheelchair basketball extends the lead. Spain need a few three-pointers already. Moritz. Peter with the steal. Hedges can't gather. But Canada's half without any question. And although they were rather scrappy and lackluster at the start of the second quarter, Jerry Tonello, the coach, pulled them round. They've outscored Spain comfortably yet again, and they lead 43-25 at half-time.
Gentlemen, this is where we distinguish ourselves as a gold medal team. This is where we finish. All 4 quarters, we keep pushing the second half, right? No let up. We identify number 9 as a threat inside. He's shown he can do it. We have to key on him inside. Outside, number 5, or whoever at the end of the shot clock is floating around up here, we have to get on him. Tyler, you're up on the 1 hard. Okay, finally, if they're playing us this close, along with ball movement, we need to include some ball fakes. Pass fake, shot fake.
So Jerry Tonello, the Canadian coach, clearly targeting Zarzuela as a main danger for his side in the second half, but also emphasizing to his team, if they want to be considered gold medal contenders, they have to string 4 good quarters together. And he doesn't want any let up at all in the second half. A chance now to send out a real message, initially to Great Britain and then to everybody else in the competition, as we head towards the business end of the wheelchair basketball. Underway again, Anderson back on the court. Quickly picking out Tyler Miller. Zarzuela, he's a marked man as far as Canada are now concerned, and he helps to set up Mena. Says his idol is Magic Johnson, an NBA legend, and here's a wheelchair basketball legend, Patrick Anderson, scoring his first points since early in the first quarter. We know, driving all the way through the paint, believing he was tagged on the way through. And he draws the foul without the throws. Joey Johnson there. Second foul for him. Mena, Muino. Almost out of time, but Mena comes up with his second basket of the quarter. Manu says he's addicted to wheelchair basketball, plays for the Sandra Gran club in the Gran Canaria. As Rodriguez takes a tumble. Always spot his heavily tattooed arms. Brandon Wagner, also currently on court for Canada. Anderson. Just runs out of room. The wheel just snakes over the sideline. But he's trying to play a very attractive brand of wheelchair basketball, Patrick Anderson. He wants to try and bring the sport to the masses and maybe add just the slight element of Harlem Globetrotter to his play. With the way he uses the eyes when he disguises the pass. And also some of the ball skills he finds easy to use. Hedges. We'll get this game restarted. Johnson. Anderson. Great use of the chair there before the whistle eventually goes. And Garcia with the arm across Anderson. Third foul for Ismail Garcia. And so many of these players on court, so many players in wheelchair basketball had to endure great trauma at a young age. As the basket is made there by Tyler Miller. And Patrick Anderson lost both legs at the age of 9 in a car accident. Inside the paint all the way. 20-point lead now for Canada. We know. Mena. Garcia. And this time, Mena can't pick the ball up, much to the exasperation of his coach, Oscar Trigo. Illness has also caused some of these players to be playing para sports. The Spanish captain, De Paz, suffered from polio as a child. And Zarzuela, who's been their star player so far in the game, suffers from spina bifida. Johnson. Good play inside the paint. Canada jump over the half century. Zarzuela. Good play inside, Garcia. And that's a nice move from Spain. They've not been able to use the pick and run too much. Nice chair swerve away from Johnson. Anderson. Such a smooth mover around the court. Hedges. Tyler Miller recovers. Johnson then loses the ball. It's stolen by Garcia. Miller fights for the ball. Almost wheelchair rugby for a second. Anderson. Johnson underneath. And again, as the whistle goes. And in addition to the basket, Johnson will also go to the line. Fouled in the act of scoring there. Only 2 points conceded by the Spanish. .22 deficit. Still to come following this game, Australia against Poland. You can watch it here on Paralympic.org. And all the action throughout the games here at London 2012. You can like the Paralympic Movement on Facebook at facebook.com/Paralympic Games or follow us on Twitter at Paralympic. We know. Garcia, we know, with the pick and run. Seven points for him now. Anderson. Tyler Miller, and it's regathered by Zarzuela. Muino. Over the outstretched hand of Zarzuela. Anderson. Spain giving him the room up towards the arc. And now the drive and the finish. $14 points now for Anderson. Rediscovering the scoring knack in this third quarter. Tyler Miller close on this occasion. Zarzuela. And that's stolen well by Adam Lancia. And here is Anderson. Mena, 3 baskets for him in this quarter. Lancia just crowded out on this occasion. But Anderson is there again. And Canada remain in firm control, although Lancia is pulled up for the foul here. Underneath is Muino, and now Rodriguez. And Spain's field goal percentage has improved, 14 for 29, 47%. Canada remain just over 50, 24 for 47. After a rather loose spell at the start of the second quarter. Anderson loses the ball there. We know Garcia. And the finish from Zarzuela. 10 points for him now. Anderson again, nicely done. Lancia, as it's stripped by Zarzuela. Tyler Miller coming into the game for Chad Jasmine for the Canadians. Anderson now has 16 points in the game. He's doubled his tally inside this quarter. Not just the points he scores, also leads assists with 6 and rebounds with 14. Mena. Zarzuela joins Garcia on 12 points. And it also come back to the line, presumably, as the foul was given after the basket. And some confusion here. Even the Canadian players are saying, look, they scored. So we have an officials committee on the sideline here. And Eng is eventually pulled up for the foul. And it's chalked off, and Spain get the ball back. And Spain don't capitalize on that. Rodriguez and Johnson with the defensive work, so Spain recover. 11 seconds on the shot clock. Bueno underneath. And Spain now outscoring Canada in this quarter. Long way to go, though. Well taken underneath and almost finished by Yvonne Roulard. And the foul drawn by Zarzuela. Just pushing, or being pushed there by Roulard. Bueno. Maybe one final effort here. It's Mena, three-pointer. So Canada remain in control without being overly impressive in that quarter. Outscored by Spain, 16-14. That's a straw for them to clutch at. But Canada remain on course for the semi-finals, leading 57-41 with 1 quarter to play.
Let's make them work hard for the outside shots, what we've been doing the whole game. You cannot give up the baseline. Even if you got to take fouls, who's in foul trouble? Nobody. Other than Happy. And Gabby. You take a foul to stop that. Because you know, 2 seconds later,
Si hay presión, paciencia, pero muy agresivos, por favor. Muy agresivos.
So, a final fling now for Oscar Trigo and his team. The Spanish support will keep smiling. Both teams pretty similar with their field goal percentage. Canada got a better record from the line. Spain were very profligate early on. And at the moment, Canada just doing enough to maintain the big lead they had in the first quarter. They scored 25 points. And if we are to see one of the most remarkable comebacks in Paralympic history, it needs to start fairly soon for Spain. Garcia, well, there's a start. Dini. Defensive rebound from Rodriguez. And now Romero. Muino. Mena. Had a scoring spurt at the start of the third quarter, but can't replicate that here. Rouliard with the defensive rebound. And he completes the move at the other end. And I'm sure Murray Trezeguet and the Great Britain team are watching this game and trying to find weaknesses in the Canadian makeup, and also beginning to prepare for how they can deal with their strengths. Rodriguez misses. Rouliard underneath. One-handed, no problem. A 40-year-old who plays in Europe, in Italy, and now Mena. Oh, that's well taken. And he deserved that for the way he gathered. Canada also have a number of players in Germany. Only one, Bo Hedges, plays in USA for Alabama. And Adam Lancia at Valladolid in Spain. So 18 points the lead. Lancia, Rouliard underneath. And it's Mena who was pulled up for the foul. And the whistle went before the basket was scored. Spain bringing in Francisco Sanchez, one of their youngsters. And Muino looking to marshal his defensive unit now. Ripo, Hedges, 20-point lead for Canada again. 12 points for Hedges so far. Great support from he and Johnson for Anderson. Mena evades the crowd underneath the paint. Zarzuela. Guino in three-point territory. Zarzuela can't gather. A good recovery from De Paz. Good strength there to evade Joey Johnson. Anderson on the sidelines for Canada. And maybe you can see him with his towel round his neck. And there's a Spanish player who's gone tumbling, and that's Mena. Anderson's played 23 minutes in this game, so it's not been overly used. Oh, what a basket that was. A three-pointer. That was miles out. Dave DeRipo, first one we've seen in this game. De Paz. Always off balance there. DeRipo. He was fouled there on the way through to the net. And the basket won't count. Sanchez, the youngster. And DeRipo will be retiring following this competition, so he may yet finish with a gold medal. Australia on court next, the reigning champions. They beat Canada in the final in Beijing 4 years ago. After two successive gold medals for the Canadians. They only finished 7th in the World Championship in Birmingham 2 years ago. But they've come good here. There's Johnson. 23-point lead now. And they were 3rd in the Parapan Games in Guadalajara, Mexico last year. Lost to Colombia in the semi-finals before beating Mexico, but it's all about peaking for the big ones. And Canada will hope they're doing that here. DeRipo missing out on this occasion. And Spain's first appearance in the Paralympics since 1996 will not end with a medal. The lead extended by Hedges. 14 points for him. They came 4th in Atlanta, losing to Great Britain in the semi-finals, and then the US in the bronze medal game. And they'll be in the minor classification games following this one tonight. Trailing 15-6 in this quarter. And Oscar Trigo remains agitated, trying to get the best out of his team. But it's almost damage limitation in the remaining 3 minutes 49 seconds. And Jerry Tonello just takes a sip on his bottle of soft drink. And they've done this with Patrick Anderson spending much of the game on the sidelines. And it would be a surprise if we saw him in the remainder of the game, and he'll have played a shade over 2 quarters, contributing 16 points. Abdi Dini has been on court the longest at the moment, just over half an hour, but he's also on the sidelines at the moment. Garcia. And now Wagner. Hedges. And now Deripo. It was 77-49 the last time these two sides met in a friendly here in the UK. And that's some sort of target Spain will be looking to overcome. And with a player on the deck, they do score a basket there. Jamie Glamby. It was Moritz who was sent tumbling. So they bring up the half century at least, Spain. A minor consolation on a night when they've been second best right from the start. Eng trying to gather. And the push from Garcia. Four fouls for him now. Deripo. Wing to wing, Hedges. Romero with the defensive rebound. And now Garcia driving inside the paint. And now Deripo. The fast break. The support arriving inside. Peter. Hedges. It's regathered by Peter again. And they'll get another 25 seconds here. Eng. .25 lead again. Ritz, that's smartly done. Petrambi can't finish. Three-pointer attempted by Garcia. Why not at this stage? And here's Peter. And Eng. But the whistle goes deep in the final minute here. And the foul drawn by Eng. And he will go to the line. As this game peters out into a comfortable Canadian victory. And they've matched the number of points they scored during the pre-tournament game against the Spanish. And that was Romero. And Garcia who tumbles. So Canada against Great Britain. Second and third in Beijing. And they will meet in the semi-final here on Friday. Hedges. Spain looking to finish on the attack here. Zarzuela. And the job done by Canada in the end with efficiency. A scintillating start. They never quite touched the heights again in the remainder of the game, but by then the damage had been done. And Jerry Tonello has seen his team through to the semi-finals, where they will meet the host nation. And I'm sure it will be a very different atmosphere to the rather low-key surroundings of the North Greenwich Arena here this evening. And Canada's fringe players also got the opportunity to spend plenty of time on the court with the game won in the latter stages. Handshake between the two coaches and a smile as well from Oscar Trigo. And Spain did their best to keep in touch, but really in the end they were always going to be up against it. And the men's semi-finals take place tomorrow, and Canada, backed by those supporters, will be facing the host nation, Great Britain. Shade over 50% field goal conversion from the Canadians. Decent free throws as well. And they dominated the offense right from the start. So we now know 3 of the 4 contenders in the men's wheelchair basketball semi-finals. Australia, the reigning champions, play Poland next. The winners of that will play USA, and the host nation, Great Britain, will face possibly the most impressive side so far here, Canada. Spain promised to play with no fear here, but they were swept aside 25-12 in the opening quarter. Patrick Anderson, right from the start, was the main man for the Canadians. And the fact he was very lightly used in the second half may be a concern to Great Britain, their opponents in the semi-final. But when he was on, he was very good. Ably supported by Johnson and Hedges. The one three-pointer in the game also went Canada's way, and they are through to the last 4, beating Spain 77-56. 51.